Call to Freedom hosting its 8th annual community breakfast fundraiser this morning to help continue its mission of supporting victims of human trafficking. The event also doubling as an opportunity to raise awareness and educate the public on the realities of human trafficking.
I think, a couple of common myths that we hear a lot are, well, human trafficking is something that it can't happen to me and it can't happen here in South Dakota. And the unfortunate reality is that it can happen to anyone, and it does happen in communities all across South Dakota.
Call to Freedom currently supports 172 people who have been affected by human trafficking. Organizers say fundraisers like this are important in keeping their mission alive.